boxing truth here. It's game on for sure now, as Tyson Fury has got some competition on in terms of who could surpass him in marketability and star power, and he has a threat. He has a rival on his hands, and he knows it. He feels it. It's Anthony Joshua. He's got a world title around his waist now. He's established himself as a major name in boxing, despite very little professional experience. Only 16 fights. Hasn't fought a top, I would say a top 20 heavyweight. You take out Charles Martin, who was a champion, and there were people that were picking Martin. He was just a few days ago was considered, a dangerous, awkward southpaw to many. I didn't pick Martin. I pretty much was convinced after a lot of studying of both fighters' style that Joshua won the fight, and he did. But now the game is on between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. These two are the two biggest names in the heavyweight division. But the thing about Anthony Joshua, he has the potential to be the biggest name in boxing, period. Even bigger than Canelo, and because he's a heavyweight, and the heavyweight division rules boxing. But not only that, he's got the look, he's got the physique, he has the fighting style, he has the smile. But the most important thing, his fighting style. I mean, the guy comes in and he seeks and destroys. He knocks people out. He can crack with both hands. He's got real power in the heavyweight division. All heavyweights have power, but Anthony Joshua has stunning type of heavyweight power. He's pretty much a UK version of Mike Tyson so far. I mean, the guy, he's aggressive. He comes forward. Very good technique. Very powerful combinations and punches. Textbook-like. Can counter. And he really has the potential to surpass Fury in marketability and star power. Now, if Fury had the fighting style of Anthony Joshua, I mean, this dude would be a fucking god. I mean, Tyson Fury, if he had the power of Joshua, or if he could produce those type of knockouts on a consistent basis, if he was that aggressive, I mean, he would really have the right to say, "Motherfucker, I am boxing," as Mayweather once said in his career. But he doesn't have that type of style. So he's a versatile fighter, fights differently it depends on the opponent, on his opponent's style. Then he'll adjust to it and he'll fight that style the way he'll fight it. But he's a versatile fighter. He can box, he can come forward, he can stay in the pocket, he can stick and move. But he's not the most exciting fighter to watch, no doubt. But he makes up for it with his antics, his ability to promote a fight, his trash talking, his personality. He's a character outside of boxing. That's what makes Tyson Fury to have the potential to be a big star in boxing as well. I mean, the guy, he has it. He has the charisma. He has the, he's got the personality. He's a showman, and that's very important in the heavyweight division. So now these two are going to be battling for attention. Who's the man? Who's the star? Because right now, I'm pretty sure most people would pick Tyson Fury to beat Joshua, because Tyson Fury is just more advanced in his career. He has more fights. He has fought way better opponents, better opposition, has beaten world-class heavyweights. He beat a legend in Vladimir Klitchscko. He beat a man that hadn't been defeated in almost a decade. So, in over a decade, actually. So, Tyson Fury is the king of the heavyweights, but now he has someone that he has to worry about because Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua they might just be stubborn enough to go head to head with the Tyson Fury Vladimir Klitchko rematch. Now, according to Eddie Hearn, he's willing. He's saying he's willing to go head to head with the Fury Klitschko rematch that's going to be shown on Box Nation in the UK. So Eddie Hearn just might have enough balls to put Anthony Joshua in an involuntary defense in the summer on the same day in the same, pretty much the same area in the UK, probably just a different city, but he'll still will put it on despite Fury Klitschko. The rematch it's going to be a big event. It's a major fight. It'll be another great promotion to that fight. The first fight was boring as hell. It was shitty, but this is the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury is going to promote the shit out of the rematch. That's his strong suit. His ability to promote a fight. His ability to trash talk. Everyone's going to tune into the rematch, no doubt about it. But is Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua really going to go head to head with Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko? Remains to be seen. I don't see how they could really do that because is it in the best interest of any of them? I mean, it doesn't do good for any of the promoters if that was to happen. They would affect their numbers. Box Nation's numbers for the Fury Klitschko rematch will be affected. Eddie Hearn will have his numbers affected for Joshua's first defense. So I don't see how it would make any sense to do that. I mean, why not just wait the following week or maybe the week prior? But maybe there's no dates available. But I just don't see that happening because if you look at the rankings, everyone's tied up. Everyone's fighting somebody. Takam is fighting Joseph Parker. Chisora is fighting Pulev. So I mean, those were the two. Those are the opponents. Like the winners of those fights will be doable. They'll be a step up even for Joshua. But there's really no one available in the top 15 of the IBF rankings that he could fight. Well, not something that I would go head to head with Fury Klitschko rematch. I mean, David Haye, but he's got a fight in May. So is he going to be ready to go in July? Probably not. So, I mean, I don't see that happening, but Eddie Hearn, he's looking to make Joshua the next big star in boxing. He wants to develop him as well in America. He wants to get Joshua to a level where he can be a pay-per-view star in America as well. First things first is to get a first defense in, a voluntary. He's pretty adamant on putting him on July 9th, same day as Fury Klitschko rematch. Hearn, he's saying that that Sky Sports turned the fight down. They turned the rematch down with Fury and Klitschko. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm pretty sure Sky Sports was very interested in airing that rematch. They were very interested in airing the first fight. Eddie Hearn's, from what I remember in the interviews and according to Team Fury, was Eddie Hearn was a major issue in getting the fight done. He was constantly putting roadblocks to get the Fury Klitschko fight done on Sky Sports. He just putting up a lot of issues, shit about his undercard. He wanted his cut. And then when the fight got rescheduled because of Klitschko injury, he wanted to put Joshua on November on that date for the Fury Klitschko, the first fight. And he wanted that fight to be postponed until February of this year. There was it was very close that fight wouldn't have happened until February of this year, Fury Klitschko. But Sky Sports, according to Team Fury, overruled Eddie Hearn. And they put the fight on in November. and Joshua had a fight in December against Dylan White. And Eddie Hearn was concerned that it would affect the numbers, the pay-per-view numbers, if they put the fight too close to each other, but with Fury and Klitchscko and Anthony Joshua against Dylan White. But it worked out well for everybody. Eddie Hearn did good business with Joshua that night against Dylan White. So I'm not really sure how true Eddie Hearn's being, or he's just talking shit that Sky Sports didn't turn down the rematch because they were really interested in airing the first fight. I'm pretty sure they were interested in airing the rematch, but Fury and Klitschko, they have no. I mean, Fury, he has no ties to no network, so they pretty much took it to the network they felt that would give them the best deal, the most money, that will offer the biggest financial rewards. So I'm pretty sure Team Fury, and the Klitschko team, they went to the network that offered them the biggest financial package, and now the fight's on Box Nation. Eddie Hearn says otherwise. Not sure how true that is, but maybe y'all can let me know what y'all think. What's your opinion on that? Do you think Eddie Hearn's telling the truth? This Sky Sports really turned down the rematch, but it's going to be interesting to see this rivalry developing between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Both guys are very marketable. Both guys have a potential to be big, major crossover international superstars in boxing. Tyson Fury has the charisma, the personality. He's real. He's controversial. He says shit that people love and don't and hate at the same time. I mean, he's a controversial dude with a lot of confidence, a lot of trash talking, good showman. His fights are not always exciting, but he promotes it very well, just to make you want to watch to see what happens. Anthony Joshua, he's not the most he's not a trash talker. He's a nice kid. He's respectful. He's professional. He's always prepared, ready to fight. Always puts on a good show. Always comes to fight. Always looks for their knockout. Always wants to give the fans their money's worth. He has the fighting style. He has he comes in and he knocks you out and hurts you. I mean, he delivers knockouts, what heavyweights are supposed to do. So he also has a lot of potential, a lot of upside, marketability wise. The game is on. These two are going to go at each other. And Tyson Fury, if he gets past Klitschko in a rematch, which I believe he will, he's got to go after Joshua, and he's got to put out those flames before they get any bigger for Joshua, as he keeps making more defensive, keeps winning, or keeps stepping up his level of opposition, beating top opponents, solid names, and his star is going to continue to rise. So Tyson Fury's got to end that train. He's got to fight Joshua, and that's exactly what he's going to do. That's the biggest money fight out there for him. If he gets past Vladimir Klitschko, he's going to go after Joshua and put an end to the hype job that Tyson Fury feels that Anthony Joshua is. And maybe he's right. I mean, Joshua, he did well against Martin. Martin didn't put up much of a fight. Some people call him a fraud champion. I mean, he didn't have enough, just didn't put up a fight. He just wasn't ready for those right hands, and he just wasn't. It is what it is. But right now, I pick Fury to beat Joshua. Joshua needs more seasoning. He needs to beat a top 10 level heavyweight. Now you could say it was Charles Martin, yes, but Martin won the title the way he won it. It's just he didn't really prove much, and he didn't show much against Joshua in just less than 2 rounds of work. So we need to see him against better, more durable opponents, like the If Joseph Parker beats Takam, that'd be a very interesting fight. Pulev will be easy work for him. A Chisora fight, I wouldn't mind it. The guy's durable. He's experienced. I mean, he's been knocked out before, but he's fought a lot of world class opposition. Has only lost to the best fighters, so that'd be a good fight for him. But Joshua just needs more seasoning. Needs to fight better opponents, durable guys. Just see where he's at against those type of opponents. Fury, he's got to deal with the Klitchscko rematch, and then he's gonna go after Anthony Joshua, and that fight is huge, man. That'll be a big fight if it goes down. I would hope it could happen this year, but Eddie Hearn and he's talking a good game. He said he will go right after Tyson Fury for Anthony Joshua. That they won't hesitate to make the fight. But yeah, that's definitely in the cards for sometime in the near future. Maybe the end of this year. Most likely next year. I could see them two fighting. But it's definitely a fun time in the heavyweight division. There's still other heavyweights out there as well. You still have Deontay Wilder. He's gonna fight Povetkin. He's still out there. He still has potential to get a big fight down the road. David Haye, Luis Ortiz. Just a great time for the heavyweight division. We waited a long time after a very boring Klitschko reign. And now we get to see another rivalry play out between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.